live with the Artistry Collective. Hopefully you already know about the Artistry Collective. We are a trio. It is Shauna from Freps and Scraps. She goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Leah from Make All the Things With Me. I go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. Most Wednesdays you'll catch all three of us. Sometimes it's one of us, sometimes it's two of us, sometimes it's none of us. We just go with the flow. All right, friends. And just checking my do not disturb. So come on in, say hi. I am remaking a round tonight. A friend of mine bought this round and she doesn't like it anymore, and she asked me to redo it. She wants a double-sided sign, so I will be redoing this side. I'll have to sand it. I have an electric sander, you know, because, hey, you, Lavon, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy October. Can you believe it's October already? So she's had this hanging on her door. I sanded the backside a little bit. I'm going to work on the backside, and then I'll do this another time because, like I said, I do have to sand it a little bit. Not that the paint is raised. It'll just take me too long. I only have an hour. We each go live for an hour. I'm going to go ahead and take this bow off. And I see she bought this side, and I always stress over bows, but look how tiny that bow is and just how simple. And I always stress over bows. So this is hot glued on. Comes off pretty easily. So I gave the back side, it's stained. I just gave it a little sanding. And on the other side, I am going to use this stencil. The stencil is from my friend Lori from the Farmhouse Stencil Shop. And I have some tissue paper. She wanted blue. She didn't quite specify what shade of blue, but I think I'm going to use this napkin. And she wanted the word blessed, and she wanted something that, isn't that pretty? And she wanted something that she could keep up all year. Hey, Judy. Hey, Lori from the Farmhouse Stencil Shop. Did you see? On the other side of this round, I'm going to use your stencil. It says, love builds a happy home. If I put it up this way, I don't know, because I'm wearing a dark color. But I'm going to put this on the other side. And then on this side, she wanted the word blessed. So I got out my machine. This is vinyl. I'm going to use vinyl on the one side. And on the other side, I'm not really sure. Yay, how fun. Hey, Shauna, how are you? I'm like watching you and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's still going and it's like 8 o'clock. Hey, Shelby from Red Brick Home Crafts. How are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're feeling well. All right, so first things first, I need to paint this. I'm going to give it a coat of, this is Milk Jug by Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint. And I know everything's backwards, right? Is everything still backwards here on YouTube? Hey, Karen. How are you, my friend? Probably like share myself, but I can never find myself. Why? Oh, goodness. Let's see. All right, just give me 1 second here. Messenger. I am going to share it to my broadcast channel, and if you are on Facebook Messenger and you have the ability to join broadcast channels, I do have one. Go on over there. I usually post when I'm going live. Quack, your name is Spacca Milano. Well, hello. Spacca. That's a different name. I've never heard of a name like that. And Milano sounds Italian. I'm well, Karen. I'm tired today. And I had a sweater on before, and then I started running around getting all my stuff ready, and I got hot. So I took my sweater off. But yeah, it looks like the weather's changed here in the Northeast. Pina, hi! How are you, my friend? All right, let's get some paintbrushes out. Get a nice big one. And this is probably going to take a couple coats. And I don't have the finished piece in my head. We're just going to go with the flow. She gave me this last week, and I've been thinking about it, and I haven't been able. You know what I should do first? She had a twine hanger, and she doesn't like them because they always break, and this one had broken as well. So I'm going to put a wire hanger. So I'm going to have to. Hi, Linda. I'm going to have to drill some holes. Let me do that first. Let me just dry this, or it's going to be a huge mess. And this is definitely going to take a few coats. All right. Let's see, where do I want it? And this is my little cordless pink drill. I drill onto a piece of wood that kind of absorbs the drill. I need to be recharged. Definitely needs to be recharged. All right. Sand it a little bit. Just had my sander. There it is. So, have you ever bought a sign? Like, I don't usually do flips or remakes. I don't know, I kind of hate to touch somebody else's work. And if you're watching, I'm sorry, and it's yours. I'm not sure where she got this from. All right, let's get this out of the way. You're kind of tired too, still trying to get in the retirement groove. Your sleep pattern is a little wonky. Well, take your time, my friend. There is no rush. So what do you do with your days? Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. I dream of retirement. I'm like, oh, I could craft. I could make things. I could have time. I find, like, on my days off, sometimes I just crash. Like the weeks when I have Monday off and I have a 3-day weekend. So usually on Saturday I do nothing. I just recoup on the phone, looking at a hotel but watching. Okay. And then Sunday I do a little bit, you know, just the minimum. My husband likes, well, you know, we just like a tradition. We have, I make meatballs on Sunday, right? I do that. And then when my parents are here, we'll have dinner with them. I just do, you know, some laundry. And Monday, I do the cleaning, and then I'm ready for the week. And then during the week, I don't do too much. Usually come home and I just want to crash. I kind of felt like that before. I was like, oh, I don't want to go live. I don't feel like crafting, but then I'm here and I'm like, oh, excited. Saturday is supposed to be a day of rest, so it's perfect. Oh, okay, today's Bible. Thank you. All right, yeah, I definitely need that rest. The week is long, and I work in a very busy dental office where I'm running all day long. Today was no different. I like this milk jug color. I've only used it just a couple of times. It has like a pink tint to it. And then I couldn't decide. I was thinking about doing Crackle, and I don't know. You keep busy, you're catching up with the house cleaning, you walk every day, you craft, of course. Oh, that's awesome, Karen. Well, that was like back when, remember when we were all in lockdown, right? I think, you know, before we knew how long we had, I think for like 2 weeks, I did nothing. Like nothing. I just vegged. I did the absolute bare minimum, and I just vegged. And then we found out we were going to be like shut down for a few months. And then I started like doing stuff around the house. Like that was the best cleaning. And then I was keeping up with it, and I was working outside. And then I was like, I organized all my pictures. I had 25 years worth of pictures. Remember when we had the cameras with the film? I had them all in a tub. I took them out. I started scrapbooking them. I had put off scrapbooking because I always felt like they needed to be like picture perfect, magazine perfect, you know? And then I was like, you know what? Is anybody gonna really care that like the design is right, that they followed the rules of design and this and that and had the perfect placement? I'm like, no. So then once I gave that mentality up, it was easy, and I made some really nice pages, and I got, I think, like 4 books done. So that was really good. As a matter of fact, my son came home the end of summer with his girlfriend. We met her for the first time, and she wanted to see pictures, and I had his album. So that was really nice. He loved it. I still have a few more to scrapbook. But it just feels so good to have that, like, you know, because then I can't even find the albums where you just put the pictures in. You remember those albums? And I was like, I have all these scrapbook albums. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to scrapbook them. And then I actually made a little tiny scrapbook for my daughter for her birthdays. And it was fun. It was good. It was fun. And then I always like imagined, and I had so much time too. I was able to craft. And I didn't do this kind of crafting back then. Pictures are memories and important. They are. No. And then like, remember you would, when the digital cameras came out, and then, you know, you had them on your computer. I can't tell you, my computer crashed, and I lost so many pictures. I was not able to recover them at all. It was heartbreaking. So, you know, and then I still had some still in the, still had film in their rolls, but of course, they do go bad. So if you have them, just get them printed and see. But the film does go bad. It doesn't, a lot of the pictures didn't come out. You miss printed pictures? And Janet, you print pictures for your grandkids and you bring them to put in the photo albums? Yes! Yeah, I haven't printed a picture, I can't even tell you how long. I don't even take that many pictures anymore. Like, I think the most I do is take pictures of my projects. You know? It takes up so much on your phone. And then I did, like, download a whole bunch of pictures to my computer, but now, you know, my computer's backed up, all that stuff. I have an external drive, so I will never lose my pictures again. I think one thing I want to do is I still have videotapes, like on VHS, and I want to digitize my wedding my wedding video, which wasn't professionally done. I don't think anybody did that back then. It was just a whole bunch of family members, you know, and then you get all the footage. I am redoing a sign, Autumn. So my friend bought this round sign a few years ago. She decided she doesn't like it. She wants me to redo it. I'm working on the back. I'll show you the front in just a minute. So I've got like kind of 2 coats. Down here's not going to matter because I'm going to put that on there. You inherited your parents' pictures and you're still trying to get them to your relatives? Oh, Karen. Hi, Salma Essa. Hello. Autumn. Were you born in the autumn? I always wonder, you know, like names and, you know, like the Christmas names, like Noel and Holly. I have a friend that was born around Christmas time, and her name is Holly. March? Well, autumn is a very pretty name. New to live, what are you making? First time seeing your page. Well, hi, Sarah. I'll show you. A friend of mine bought a round a few years ago. Hey, Chris. Here it is. She doesn't like it, and she wanted something remade. So I'm working on the back side. She wanted something because she hangs it on her, it's not a screen door. It's like a glass door. And so she could see the front and the back. So she wanted something she could see inside when the door is open, and also that you can see it, you know, when you're coming to her door. So this side I'm going to have to sand and redo. So I'm working on the back side. Karen Pauls, hello, welcome. My name is Leah. This is Make All the Things With Me. I am a crafter, DIYer. I love all the crafty things. I like to try all the crafty things. Thank you, Sarah. And if you wouldn't mind, if you were just getting in here, you're just watching, you don't have to comment. I appreciate comments, but I would love the thumbs up. And you can join me here every Wednesday and every few Fridays. Every once in a while I'll go live on a Friday. I think by the end of this month I will be off every Monday, and I plan on adding a live on Mondays. All right, maybe another coat. You're using your mom's account and your name is Carter Pauls. Well, hello, Carter. Are you all C's in your family? I see your mom is Karen with the C. I like that. I like names. So I'm going to show up on your mom's feed, right? You just messed up her algorithm. Unless she's a crafter. Michelle, hello. Are you watching me, or am I on silent? Can you hear me? Hello. I hope you're having a good day. I cannot believe it is October. Like, boom, it was just September. And now it's October. Can't believe it. my birthday was last week, and I remember saying, oh my goodness, like it's 3 months till Christmas. Yes, definitely. Every other week I have a day off. The weeks where I work every day is, it's so hard. All right, so I think this is like my third coat. All right, and then I have to figure out, I'm painting part of it in blue, and then I'm going to decoupage a napkin onto the bottom part. And I think I'm going to have to go out and buy some ribbon to make a bow. Because this definitely is going to need a bow. Carter, fall is my favorite season. How about you? Hey, Laurel. There you are. Hello. Speaking of my birthday, Laurel took me out for my birthday. We had such a good time. And there is none to troll. That's okay. I'm glad you made it. And it's supposed to be really cold this week, like in the 30s at night. Am I ready? Yeah, I think I'm ready. Yours is winter? Why? Why do you like winter? Alrighty. I love fall. It's a pretty long season. The colors are just absolutely gorgeous. The weather, I love it most for the weather. So this is going to go here. Okay. And then I cut out Blessed. If this is vinyl, that's going to go here. And let's see. This is about almost 6 inches. So that'll work. All right, so that's how I measure. You like to eat and build a snow house with your friend at your school? Well, that's fun. You mean like an igloo? Eyeballing it. I'm not measuring. All right, so this is just a piece of masking tape. I'm masking it off. And I'm going to paint that another color. All right. And I'm choosing a dark blue gray. It is an apple barrel. I find apple barrel at Walmart. Your 8-year-old son came to watch and says hi. His name is Abraham. Hello, Abram. Right? Did I say it right? Is it like that? And yes, I love fall. Let's get a bigger brush. All right, so this one was chalk paint. It's thick. It's a great paint for coverage. It dries fast. This is acrylic. It's a little bit on the thinner side. So I'm going to start off with a light coat. I hope she likes this color. She couldn't. I think the other side I might do a different color, like a brighter blue. She couldn't decide on the exact shade of blue, so I chose for her. And I'm starting on the masking tape, and then I'm just painting away from it, and I'm hoping that it won't give me any bleeds. And I'll get a nice straight line. Oh, I forget how much I like this color. English or Arabic, both the same. Abraham or, okay. Thank you, Sarah. Well, hello, Abraham. Thank you for bringing your mom. Do you all enjoy YouTube? Do you spend a lot of time on YouTube? Which platform do you like the best? I prefer YouTube. My name is Leah. No, I didn't. I'm about halfway done with the hat. Halfway done. I got to get it done before fall is over, right? Last weekend I was so busy. YouTube is the best. YouTube is definitely the best. I spend most of my time on YouTube. And I do enjoy YouTube lives, YouTube videos. Yeah, there are a lot of people on TikTok. TikTok just, I don't know. I think maybe it moves too fast for me. Or it's just so much. Do I have any animals? I do. I have cats. I have a white cat and I have a black cat. And my dog passed away this summer. And I'm not ready for another dog. Well, thank you so much, Carter. I appreciate that. I hope your mom appreciates that. I hope it's okay with your mom. She'll be surprised. Oh, this is dark blue gray. And it's by Apple Barrel. You could probably screenshot it and then flip it and you can read it. I've got a little bit of bubbling up, but it's so pretty. Alright, there is a tiny little bit of bleeding. Maybe I'll put some twine on there. Alright, let's get the napkin on here. Alright, let me move this out of the way. But here it is on a white paper plate. It is so pretty. First things first, we're going to separate the plies. I believe I got this in the spring at Home Goods. So I just use tape to separate my plies. And you want to do this, if you leave the plies on the napkin, it won't decoupage right. That top layer, will most, I think this is 3. Just want to make sure it's kind of thick. It'll peel up if you don't get all the plies off. And I'm pretty sure this is 3 plies. Yep, it is. All right, there we go. And I know it's true, it will happen. I've had that happen where I didn't realize there was another ply, and then it started peeling and I couldn't figure out why. And it's because maybe the Mod Podge didn't go all the way through. Okay. So I'm just lining it up where I want it. And with my pencil, I'm just going to make a line. I am going to put a piece of tape on there. I'm going to use my glue stick. Where are you? There it is. That's not long enough. Do I know who Terry Fox is? I don't. And Mary, hello. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having beautiful weather where you are. I am in the Hudson Valley, New York, and the weather is just absolutely gorgeous today. All right, so I'm going to take a glue stick. I find with napkins, it's so much easier to work with the napkin with the dry glue over the wet glue. And so I'm just going to apply it. Any old glue stick will do. And then I'll put a coat of Mod Podge over it. Let me take this. I find that using the dry glue, it's so much easier to work with and to lift it. See, I'm getting wrinkles and I don't want wrinkles, and I just lift it. And this is going to have some wrinkles. All right. This is a piece of parchment paper. I have a little mini iron sitting here. Just going to iron it down. The glue is not dry, but sometimes, like if you work with Mod Podge, and you let the Mod Podge dry, and then you can put the napkin over it, and then you do this to reactivate the glue. But this will get a coat of Mod Podge or spray sealer to seal it in. And it was so beautiful. That's how you learn. Exactly, that's how you learn. Carla Kitty, hello, welcome back. So this little iron I found at Dollar Tree when we first got the Dollar Tree Plus section. I paid $5 for this little iron, and I wish I would have gotten 2. I got this a couple years ago, and it lasts and it works. And I have not seen them since, but I'm always on the lookout. And that just smoothed it all out. And I think I'm going to use a spray sealer over this when I get done. And this smoothed out the wrinkles that I had. You got yours at Walmart? Hi, Norma. What's the price at Walmart? I never looked because I have this little one. But maybe I'll get one. It might be a little bit hotter. Look at that. No wrinkles. I use my sander to remove it. Just sand down this way. I find this is the easiest way to remove the excess napkin, tissue paper, whatever it is you're working with, even cardstock. The blue are pretty flowers. Yes, so pretty. My friend wanted something in blue. And I was going to do the Blessed in blue, but I didn't have any blue vinyl. And this, I'll make her something really little with another piece of wood or something so it'll match. But look how pretty that is. So pretty. Now, should I distress the edges? What do you think? Huh. Should I do it? I think she'll like it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go ahead and sand the edges. So this was the original sign. I am going to remake this, and I'm going to stencil that side. Into it a little bit, so a little distressing, never hurt anything. Although I do like clean lines as much as I like distressing things. So that's what that's looking like. And I'm going to go all the way around. I'm not going to use any stain around it. So maybe I'll message her later and see if she wants some stain. I do like that. What do you think? All right. Let me grab, this is transfer paper. And it's low tack transfer paper. I like to use it when I paint things. Oh wait, you were called the Marathon of Hope, but he had to stop because the cancer had returned? I'm not sure what you're saying, but if you're a survivor, amen. So like I was saying, this is low tack transfer paper. I like to use this. I get it off of on Amazon. Just look for low tack transfer paper, and this is good to use on cardstock paper, regular paper, but I like to use it on paint because it doesn't usually pull up the paint when I apply the vinyl. All right, there's my scrapey tool. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish it. Do it from the back side, and hopefully it'll all pull off. I don't know if you guys watched me a couple weeks ago. I had a lot of vinyl trouble. Yay! Okay. Center it more. And I just eyeball everything. I mean, it's handmade. Okay, this I can use again, so I just put it right back on my roll, just like that. Oh no, I pulled some of the napkin off. Let's see if I can fix it. Maybe I'll put a bow there. Put a nice little flower here or something. But you can't tell now. Okay. Look. And now it just needs a nice bow, which I stink at bows. So what I'm going to do is, let me show you. This is, I think, 16 gauge rebar wire. I got this at Tractor Supply. It was on sale, but you can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. Any home improvement store. And like I said, my friend had a jute twine hanger on it, and it broke. And she always tells me, don't put the twine hanger on it because it always breaks and wears. Oh, thank you, Carla. Carter. Yeah, Carter. Carter. Yes, I remember. And Tiffany. What's Tiffany now? Alright, so it's going to go through here, but I'm just showing you what I'm going to do because it's got to come out because I have to do the other side. And now I'm kind of, I didn't feel like crafting when I started, and now I'm really super inspired. So you just put it in this way, right? And then you just set it however big you want it, and then you just grab pliers and roll it up, and you have a really cute little hanger. I'm not going to do that now because I have to do the other side, but what I'm going to do is do a little something to match this. I'm going to use the rest of that napkin because I've got 14 minutes, and I'm not even going to start with the bow because the bow takes me so long, and I'm not up for a bow. Thank you, Judy. All right, so I grabbed these. These are little cedar fence posts. These are cedar lawn edging. I got this at Tractor Supply. It was on sale. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can make so many fun things with this. All right, I just need to find where it starts. Here it starts. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like, you can make little pumpkins or little houses or little shelf sitters. I want to say it was either like $10 or $12, whatever it is. I think it's a great deal. It has staples in it. And they are rough. It's cedar. Cedar's always rough. So it's going to need to be sanded. But you can even stack these together. I mean, so many things you could do. And this will last me like through the holidays. So here's what it looks like. Here's the front side. Here's the back side. So rough. Definitely needs to be sanded. Oh, Tiffany. It's a great deal because you could make so many things. As soon as I saw them, I was like, because I was working, somebody gave me a few cedar posts a few years ago. Where is it? I don't know where they are, but I made so many things from them. But this is a really good deal. I want to say it was like $10 or $12, something like that. And I didn't count them all, but there's a lot there. All right, let's put this to the side. And of course, when I finish it, I will post it. I will post it on Facebook and I will post it here. Let's get the milk jug out again. And I'm going to use that napkin to cover it. I need another paintbrush. Now I'm going to have to wash my paintbrushes. Ashlyn, hello. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome, friend. You know, like napkins, tissue paper. I have tissue paper here. And look at that check pattern, right? They just, you're like, just want to create something and you just want to do something really quick. Napkins and, you know, tissue paper, rice paper, you know, just, you can print something on cardstock or just printer paper and just grab a piece of wood, paint it, slap it on there, and you have something so pretty. And just a cute little shelf sitter, just a little something. Just a little something to make your space pretty. And this is the kind of crafts that I like. They work up quick and easy. I'm going to do just the front. and I will paint the back later on, because now I've got 9 minutes. 9 minute challenge. I've made crafts in less time. Hey, Kizzy Wizzy. Hey, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying hi. And please, if you could, hit that thumbs up. It really does, it does help. It makes it worth it. Though crafting is worth it. But I am trying to grow. Mila Ellis, you're amazing. Thank you. You all have like totally like made my night. Not that I was feeling down, but I was just tired and just, you know, you ever feel like that? Yeah, I am a crafter. Okay, now I think I'm going to use some regular Mod Podge. This one's almost empty. I don't know why I keep buying these little bottles. I use so much Mod Podge, I think I should just break down, spend the money on the big jug of Mod Podge. And, I mean, it's not that it's a bad investment, right? I'm not really saving anything if I keep buying those. Those are at Dollar Tree. And they're still $1.25 for now, but who knows? I've been hearing so many different things about Dollar Tree and the Crafter Square section. So far, most of the Crafter Square stuff is still $1.25. Let's see if I can use my roller. So I just want to remind you all that this is part of a weekly collaboration. We are the Artistry Collective. We start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Shauna from Fraps and Scraps. And then I go on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Leah from Make All the Things With Me. And then Christy, who is our hostess. Hey, Laurel. You love the craft section in Dollar Tree. I know. She goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so she'll be on after me. We go on our own channels, and I didn't get a chance to put their channels in my description, but I will after the live. So if you're watching this on replay, you can, you'll be able to go over to their channels, say hi, tell them I sent you. But we go live on Wednesday nights. We craft, we all do something a little bit different. Although Shauna has been DIYing lately. Usually she is a junk journaler. She makes amazing, look at that. Look at that. Put another layer of Mod Podge. I had a cute little bow, maybe some moss, some flowers, some leaves, I don't know, or just leave it like this, or a cute little, you know, sticker, if you have word stickers. And now I'm just sealing it in with another layer of Mod Podge. Your Mod Podge will dry within an hour, right? Or quicker with the heat tool. $1.75 in Canada. But it takes 28 days to totally cure and totally seal a project. And it's starting to bubble up. Maybe I should, no, I don't want to use the, My heat tool is very hot and it's starting to bubble up. But look how pretty. Look how pretty. Should I distress it? So I have my sponge out. This has Valspar Antiquing glaze on it. I'm not going to dip into it. I'm just going to wet it and whatever comes off. Let's see. Did it dry up? No, there's a little bit of color on it. And we can just go around the edges. Just a little bit. I'm trying not to touch it because it's still a little damp. And it'll make it bubble up and peel up. I don't know if you could tell. I'll go slower. I don't know if you could tell, but it's just a little bit. I didn't want to go too much. And 2 minutes. What can I do in 2 minutes? You know, it's always nice. I don't know. I don't know. A little jute twine. Here we go. We'll do the thin one. Maybe. You know what I have? I have some Sweet Annie. That'll be pretty. Just a little something. It smells so good. There you go. Just a cute little shelf sitter. It matches the board. And you know, depending on your embellishment style, cute little button would look cute on this. Stands out. So, quick little project. Again, you can embellish these. You can stencil on it. Hi, YSJ. Hey, Regina. I'm working on it, Tiffany. I'm working on it. And here's the other one that I made tonight. I have to go through my ribbon. I have to make the perfect bow on here. I'm probably going to put the bow like right here so you don't see it from the other side because you're going to be able to see both sides. So I'm going to work on this side. So tune in. I'll send some pictures. Yeah, that color is amazing. It's dark blue gray by Apple Barrel, and mine's almost out. I'm gonna have to get a new one. Here it is by Apple Barrel. I get that at Walmart. I don't know who else carries Apple Barrel. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I have to find, it's right here. Remember, it was the stencil, and I have some some bling in here too. So it's packaged, it's here. I just got to get it to the post office. Thank you, Selma. I appreciate that. And you came back. Okay, well, thank you. All right, everyone. Christy's going to be starting any minute. So let's go on over to Christy's Crafty Cottage. I will be in the comments as I finish this up. Everyone have a great rest of your week. I don't know if I will be live again this week. Got a busy weekend coming up. And all right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. So bye for now. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of your week.